Peter Morgan, Marketing Director, AC Milan. How has AC Milan's brand evolved in the recent years?
I think it's evolved a lot. We have a very strong legacy as a club, one of the leading clubs in European football over the last 30 to 40 years. But 10 to 15 years have passed since we last won the Champions League. Making sure the club is still front and center in people's minds has been a big effort, both on investment in the commercial side of the club and also the sporting side to make sure we get back on the Champions League on the world stage. How the brand has evolved, I think, we used to be a family-owned club. The brand has really developed into a global business that touches many people's lives around the world, from the football we play, but also through the merchandise we create, through the content we create. It really is shifted to a global brand.
Talk about global business. Could you please share some insights into successful collaborations that have enhanced AC Milan's global presence?
I think one example would be our work with the New York Yankees. So obviously the Yankees are one of sports' most iconic brands. Everyone is familiar with them. We started working with them 2 years ago when we were acquired by our current owners, Redbird Capital. The Yankees took a minority ownership stake in the club, and we started working together immediately to start with on content, making sure our matches were being played on the Yes Network, so the Yankees TV network in the US, but also through to merchandising. We in September launched our first collaboration together, a retail collaboration, and we also played there in the summer at Yankee Stadium, so we played Man City. So it's a collaboration that has allowed us to tap into broader culture in the US. We have a strong legacy, but maybe not everybody is aware of who AC Milan are, and this allows us to position our brand in a way where we can increase the relevance of our club to a far wider group of people.
AC Milan has a rich history, and how does it influence current marketing campaigns?
Yes, so we have one of the strongest legacies in world football. I think it gives us a huge benefit because most people in the world of football and the world of sports know who AC Milan is, and I think that is a very strong legacy that we can harness. It can make our job more difficult because maybe people come with preconceptions around who we are and what we do, but I think it's absolutely beneficial to us when we go out to market with, yes, be it a new merchandise collaboration or when we're trying to sell tickets to San Siro. The strength of the club's history is always something that is pushing us forward and allowing us to something to really benefit from.
MARKE MEDIEN is a new conference in the market, and how are your experiences, or what are your experiences in the first hours of the event?
It's been great. I think a really valuable, constructive panel talk I was part of earlier. It was great discussion, including my peers at Bundesliga, at Borussia Dortmund, so really good to get a different perspective and to have that conversation. And yeah, on a personal level, it's been great. I've met a huge number of people here, had some great conversations, really valuable event.
What role does networking play for you personally?
Personally, I think it's very important. Before I worked for Milan, I'd never worked in sports, so it was a completely new career shift for me personally. And so I've had to build up all of that kind of, all of my network from events like this and the work we do with other clubs and federations. So for me personally, networking is very important because it's building out my, not just my contacts in the space, but also my understanding of what other people are doing and what we can learn from, what I can take back to Milan to improve what we do as a club.
Peter Morgan, thank you for the interview.